Hello everyone. Today, let's dive into a fascinating philosophical idea by G. E. Moore and critically examine this statement. If anyone tells us that to say, blue exists is the same thing as to say that both blue and consciousness exist, makes a mistake and a self-contradictory mistake. G. E. Moore was an early 20th century British philosopher, best known for his work in ethics and epistemology, but here, we focus on his philosophy of language and perception. Moore was deeply concerned with how we describe and understand reality, and he wanted to clarify how language represents our experiences of the world. Now, Moore is addressing a confusion about the relationship between objects in the world, like the color blue, and our consciousness of those objects. If someone says that blue exists, they are making a straightforward claim about the external world. There is something out there, independent of us, that we recognize as the color blue. It's a fact about the world. But if someone rephrases it as, both blue and consciousness exist, they're saying something entirely different. This second statement suggests that every time we talk about something like blue, we're automatically also talking about the consciousness that perceives it. For Moore, this is a mistake. Why is it a mistake? Moore argues that it's self-contradictory because it muddles two distinct ideas. Firstly, the existence of an object, like blue, which is external and independent. Secondly, the experience of that object, which involves consciousness. Moore insists these are separate things. Saying, blue exists, is about the color itself. It doesn't automatically include a statement about consciousness. If we always tied an object's existence to someone perceiving it, we'd fall into idealism, the belief that objects only exist in relation to our minds. Moore strongly opposed this view, defending common-sense realism, the idea that objects exist independently, whether or not they are perceived. Here's an analogy: imagine a tree in a forest. If someone says, the tree exists, they mean the tree is there, physically, whether anyone sees it or not. If someone rephrases this to say, both the tree and the act of seeing the tree exist, they're incorrectly suggesting that the tree's existence depends on it being observed. Moore says this kind of reasoning is contradictory because it mixes up the objective existence of things with our subjective experience of them. To sum up, Moore's point is simple but powerful: we should be careful not to conflate the existence of objects with the act of perceiving them. When we say, blue exists, we are talking about the reality of blue itself, not necessarily about the consciousness that perceives it.